Access granted.
Yo, we back with more of a conversation with my man Chico Benymon.
What's
So man, I really wanted to talk about men's health, and because we were talking a couple of days ago, and you were sharing some stuff with me that you're dealing with. So I'm just once again just trying to empower people, share this information, because I've had my own health issues, and just how important it is for us as black men to really be locked in on trunk. My dad died when he was 49 years old of a heart attack. You know what I mean? So it's just so important for us to be going to the doctors, getting our checkups, taking care of ourselves, so we can still be around here for our children. So I just wanted you to speak on some of the things that you've been dealing with.
Man, it's crazy. I'm thinking I'm like the most healthiest person in the world. I still am, but because of my father and mother, it's their fault. You know, I got high blood pressure, just out of nowhere, just popped up. And at the end of the day, it all boils down to eating right. You know, when you start getting older, your body don't want to keep fighting stuff. You know, it don't want to keep breaking down bad food, and it gets tired. You know what I mean? And just recently, I was just like getting headaches, and I was like, not like migraine headaches, but it was just like that annoying sinus headache, like right here. And whenever I would work out, it would go away. Or if I'm like in a sauna or something, as long as it clears this passage, I was cool. But my eyes were always red. Everybody be like, yo, you high? And I'll be like, you know, I got slanted eyes already, so I'll be like, nah, I don't smoke or drink. Right. They're like, yo, man, your eyes are red. And I'm like, man, I would make up some excuse, get the Visine, put it in there and be like done with it. And then I remember I was, I got up and I was like, man, I said, because I have back issues too. And, you know, I have a pinched nerve. So like it was really bothering me because my fingers were getting numb. And usually when you say fingers get numb, everybody think heart attack, stroke. They ain't even listening to, I'm saying it's the nerve in the back that's pinching. So my girl was like, yo, I got a cardiologist I know that took care of her. Just go see him about the numbing finger situation. And like, your eyes are red. And I was like, man, whatever. All right, cool. I hate doctors because you just never want to hear no bad news. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why we don't be going.
Yeah, it's like pride and fear all combined in one. So I was like, you know what? I ain't like really been like, I've been healthy eating and going to work out, but why would I be scared of the doctor, right? So I was like, let me just go. Come to find out, man, he did my blood pressure and I was 174 over 115. So I didn't know what that meant. Right. So I was like, what that mean? He was like, you're like a walking stroke. And I was like, what? And he was like, this is really high. Like, we got to get that down. And so I started doing all the tests, and all my tests came back great. Like, my heart was good because they wanted to see if my arteries was clogged, you know, blood vessels, whatever. They wanted to check. Everything was good. Did my blood test. Everything was great. They checked my liver, my kidneys. Everything was great. Mm-hmm. So the doctor's like, but why are you getting high blood pressure? We got to figure this out. Right. And in Hollywood, we want to go up and down in weight. You know, for projects, you know, you go up in weight. For a project, you got to drop that weight. And I was taking these pills, diet pills. And a lot of these diet pills have caffeine in it. But I've been doing it for 2 years straight, faithfully. And I mean, I was like losing weight when I wanted to. Like, I lost 60 pounds in 8 weeks. And I was doing cardio. I was eating right still, but it still was making that heart race, that metabolism go up. So, you know, I was blind to it because I was like, it was working. That's all I cared about. It was working. I was getting to where I needed to be. And then, so now, you know, he's trying to figure it out. And I'm like, you know, I've been on these diet pills. And he was like, what diet pills? And I told him which ones they were. And he was like, that's it. That's what's spiking you. He said, it's in your system now. We have to get it out. So he was like, you can do nothing but eat greens. And he was like, eating plant-based. And I was like, that's easy, let's go. No salt. I was like, huh?
Sound like my diet.
Listen, man, I don't know how rabbits, bears, I don't get how they can enjoy eating it like that. It is horrible, man, but it's mental because we've been so accustomed to seasonings and tastes when we were kids. And I'm thinking like, think about it, in Africa, we see these videos where they're eating rice. Ain't nobody seasoning them rices. They just out there boiling rice and they eating it just to satisfy their hunger, right? But nobody's caring that there's no flavor because they weren't raised on flavor like we were. So I had to like, I'm fighting that right now, you know what I'm saying? But the doctor said, okay, so if somebody's in front of you and want to kill you, would you eat from them? Like they telling you every day, I want you out of here. I'm gonna figure a way to get you out of here. You hungry? And would you eat it?
Right.
You wouldn't eat it, right? You'd be like, hell no. You shouldn't eat it. And then he said something that really sat with me today, because this is all current, everybody. He said to me, anything that's dead should be buried. Anything that's considered dead is a carcass. It should be buried, not put into your body. Right. And I was like, damn, nobody ever said it.
So much sense.
Yo, why did you have to say that? Like, you just made me a cannibal all of a sudden. And I was like really digging that chicken fettuccine. But it makes sense. He's like, if you eat living food, which is greens, then you're gonna live. If you eat dead food, it's gonna take you out. I understand. He was like, you wanna, so like, he told me 2 nights ago, you can eat nothing but greens with no salt. I said, man, I'm a beast this. I'm a healthy dude, man. Yo, like every chew took like 15 minutes, man. I mean, anybody know I eat fast, man, but when there ain't no flavor, you in there just like, you trying to figure it out, like, when is it I'm gonna get it down my throat? And I'm like, yo, this is horrible. And I slipped and had some chicken, right?
You slipped?
I slipped like at 1 a.m.
Like face forward?
Listen, fell like bam, in the pan. Oh, how'd you get here? And he did an ultrasound on my stomach. And he said, you ate the greens last night? I said, yeah, you know it. Shoot. Feel like a rabbit right now. He said, hey, but what about this chicken? I said, man, what you talking about, man? He said, I'm a doctor. I can see what you ate something greasy. Right. And you told me don't eat red meat, so I'm assuming it's chicken. I said, damn, it's chicken. He said, all right. Literally as he's talking to me, 2 rooms over, somebody's having a heart attack in his office. High blood pressure. It was like God is saying, let me scare him. Right. Talking to me. Yeah. And the doctor came in here and said, all right, get the ultrasounds off of him. We're not gonna see anything because my pressure went down from like 174 to 140. Okay. Right? But that's still high to him. Mm-hmm. He's like, but that's still high. And he was like, I don't like the fact that it's still up there. And he said, so nothing's gonna be accurate because he's still got a high blood pressure. He said, but anyway, I just want you to close your eyes and just like lay down and relax. I gotta deal with the situation out of the room. And he said, I really don't want you to eat no more chicken, like no more. I said, all right. He said, no, because I'm dealing with somebody that didn't listen. And then out of the room having like a minor heart attack. I was like, what? And it scared me Like that was the first time I actually got scared, and I didn't. It didn't. You know, you tell somebody something, or something may happen in front of that person, they still in denial. No, it was like, okay, God, my bad. You ain't had to do that.
Dude, you're sitting in front of somebody.
Dude.
I've had a heart attack.
Open
heart surgeries, a heart transplant, and I thought I was the healthiest dude I knew.
Bro, when I saw you, when you saw me with the thing in the bag, I was walking around with a wagon with a blood pressure thing, and your face scared the hell out of me, cause I was like trying to be all nonchalant. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm going through kind of what you was going through, and you literally everything in the conversation before that, you went, what are you talking about? I said, yeah, you know, you see what's in the bag, and you saw the blood pressure thing, and yo, your eyes, you went from this to, yo, man, I can tell by your energy you were scared for me because you have experienced it. So I was like, I said, nah. You was like, nah, man, don't play with that thing. Don't play with that thing. And I was like, of all people I bump into, I took it as a sign again. I was like, he's using Brooklyn. He's using Brooklyn. Why would I bump into Brooklyn? Why would Brooklyn call me and talk about an interview right when I'm coming from the damn cardiovascular guy? And I was like, nah, that's just a coincidence. Because I seen him at the gym, we was playing basketball. And then today happened. And I was like, okay, greens, I'm there. Because the doctor doesn't want to put me on the pills.
Right.
He's like, dude, I'm looking at your body, all your organs are great. There's nothing wrong. It's definitely that pill that did it to you. So I'm gonna give you like pills here and there just to test out your blood, see if it works. And it is working, but he's like, I don't want to put you on it because you could be really healthy and it's just those pills were spiking it. Right. And I don't want to put you on pills that you may have to take it for the rest of your life. He was like, so just trust me when I say let's go green for a minute just so I can see, I can rule out that it's salt or sodium. I want to rule everything out before I put you on medication. And he said, you're one of my greatest patients. And I said, why is that? He said, because usually when people come to me, it's after the fact, after they have had the heart attack or the stroke. He said, you are giving me the opportunity to prevent it. Right. So he's on me. He calls me, gave me his cell phone. He's always asking me, like, yo, let me check your blood pressure right now. And I'll check it. He'd be like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. Yeah, you got to come in the morning. And so he's on it. And that's what I love about him. And, you know, it just wakes me up to say, you know, you asked me what my passion was, and it's my kids. And I'm like, damn, man, I can't go out like that. I look at Kobe, and I'm like, they gonna be set for life financially, but not fatherly. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want no other dude being the father figure. It's like, I'm like, yo, if my kids is my drive to do what I'm doing now, then I have to be obedient and take care of myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, no, that's 100. Facts, no lies told, man. Like, I think my dad passing at 49. And you know what's interesting culturally, like in our community, we think our job is done when the kid turns 18. Mm-hmm. I can't wait till you turn 18. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, that's the beginning. Like, my dad died when I was 18. And I thought, all right, I'm good. Like, I'm going to figure this thing. Man, I was so clueless and lost, had no idea how to be a man. Right. I knew how to do my homework. I knew how to do my chores. I knew how to do childly things. But as an adult, I was like, what part of the game is this? I need you, Dad, and you're not here because you didn't want to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. So, point being, fellas out there, get to the hospital, check yourself. Even if you don't think nothing's wrong, get yourself checked out, get in the gym, take care of your bodies, take care of your health, because we working so hard to provide things for our family, but then we working ourselves to death because we're not taking care of our bodies. All right, we're going to come back one more with Chico Benymon.